Okay, so this is Captain Sam G, and before I get swept away in my made-up story, I'll quickly say if there are any superhero type games you'd like to see me play, feel free to suggest them and I'll check them out. So, seeing as in the last few games I've played, Lex Luthor and Darkseid didn't seem to get any sort of comeuppance, I figured we'd tie up some loose ends and see some other Superman villains via the Injustice games. I imagine the following would take place over like a year and a half, something like that. Anyway, let's get to it. So, first up, Luthor knows I'm coming for him, so he's going to use all the kryptonite he has, as well as all the Earth, Apokolips and Brainiac technology he's acquired for one final stand.
Making me angry. Cooperation's not optional. Another Lex Luthor.
With Luthor now being processed for sentencing, Metropolis is more or less finally free of his stranglehold on the city. Much later, when everything seems serene in Metropolis, long forgotten survivors, prisoners of Superman's homeworld, arrive on Earth, led by Zod, who seeks to transform the planet into a new Krypton, and to take revenge on Jor-El's son, Kal-El, Superman. What little forces Zod still has are still enough to fight against the Justice League and the armies of the world. The followers of Zod sweep the globe, taking on anyone that refused to kneel to Zod's might. The takeover of Earth begins.
Athena, guide me!
Begin.
There's nowhere to hide.
You're no warrior. Go home, weakling.
Zod always wins.
Go home, weakling. You fight like a man.
I will bring you to your knees.
But the deciding fight to tip the balance in Earth's favour is against Superman himself, as Zod seeks his ultimate revenge, and Superman seeks to save his adopted homeworld.
This planet will be mine.
Begin.
Kneel before Zod. Zod always wins. Quit while you can. Why prolong your suffering? I enjoy spending time with you.
Metropolis and the world, with the help of the heroes, clean up and rebuild after surviving the hostile takeover. Finally, with no ongoing crisis to worry about, with the Justice League as strong as ever, and with all his enemies safely locked away, and with a few last acts of heroism, it's time for Superman to seek out Darkseid and finally stop the god of Apokolips from bringing terror to Earth from the safety of his own planet so far away. But in seeking Darkseid out, Superman must travel across the cosmos, facing other threats, starting with the universe's most dangerous bounty hunter, sent after the Man of Steel as he makes his journey across the stars.
Time to liven up the joint!
Begin.
Dipstick.
This ends now.
After the defeat of Lobo, and continuing on his way, Superman is abducted by Brainiac, having recovered from his latest loss against the last son of Krypton. And now, Brainiac has all the advantages of being able to battle on home turf inside his titanic ship. Able to control all aspects of it at a whim, he predicts the fight is sure to go his way.
Stop hurting people, Brainiac.
Capitulate, and I will.
My fists have a better idea.
Begin.
tear your ship apart.
First Krypton, now Metropolis.
Bad idea to tick me off.
With Brainiac battered and destroyed, with no one else to hinder him, at last Superman's trek across the stars is complete. And there's only one thing left to do. To face Darkseid and finally bring the tyrant to justice.
There is no world beyond my reach,
I protect Earth's people.
and I will grind your bones to dust.
Begin.
Stay down. You will lose.
Witness how a true god battles.
Crime doesn't pay.
Crawl on your knees and beg for my favor.
I don't much like bullies.
Darkseid's will is to be obeyed.
Begin. The strong protect the weak. Stay down.
pity you will die.
I don't fear death.
You're weak, Kryptonian.
Superman wins.
Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this. Everything's tied up in a nice little bow. Except, well, Soups has been out in space for quite some time now. I wonder what's been going on back in Metropolis during our absence. You see, I once thought Superman Returns was the only good Superman game, and so I already played it quite a while ago. So I'll be adding that playthrough to the playlist showcasing Superman's life. If you watch that playthrough, just pretend that after the meteor shower, rather than the "oh, I'll just abandon my city and loved ones for 15 years" explanation we're given in the game as it's a tie-in to the Superman Returns movie, instead pretend that he left Earth for a maximum of 6 months to put an end to Darkseid's continuous evil plans, as well as fighting his way through some other spacefaring villains on his way there. And on the way back, as you'll see in Superman Returns. I hope you've enjoyed these different games featuring Superman, and I hope you'll enjoy the Superman Returns one I played through ages back. Now, very soon, amazingly, I've managed to get the PS4 Spider-Man game far earlier than when it's supposed to be released, due to various contacts I have. So, obviously, I'm going to be playing that. However, I won't actually have it in my possession for a few days, so I'm going to play at least a few parts of a really fun looking Steam game I found until I do have it. So, up next, Superman or Monster. Until then, bye for now.